State colleges. It gives me great pleasure to read this resolution. Here we go. You can't look at me, don't look at me. Whereas Tim Donovan has served the Vermont State Colleges faithfully and with distinction for 38 years, and whereas Tim Donovan's storied career within the Vermont State Colleges included 8 years serving as the 6th president of the Community College of Vermont, and 5 years serving as the 7th Chancellor of the Vermont State Colleges. And through his extensive service, the impact of Tim Donovan's leadership has been felt throughout Vermont and across New England. And whereas Tim Donovan's fervent belief in the value of the universal access to higher education and the transformative power of higher education has made him a strong advocate for students and an inspiring leader for his colleagues. And whereas, with an abiding love for the colleges, their employees, and students, Tim Donovan dedicated his professional life to the betterment of CCV and the VSC. Whereas Tim Donovan brought outstanding strategic thinking, fiscal management, and an energetic, collaborative leadership style that helped CCV and the Vermont State Colleges as a whole fulfill the mission of providing affordable, high-quality, student-centered, and accessible education for the benefit of Vermont. And whereas, as president of CCV, Tim Donovan made possible the upgrading and ownership of several CCV facilities, including the financing and construction of the college's flagship facility in Winooski. Resolved that because of the special circumstances of this proposal, the Vermont State College's Board of Trustees waives the requirement under the VSC Policy 413, the naming of campus facilities and properties, that a naming proposal in honor of an individual involving service to the VSC shall not be made until the individual has been retired. And resolved that the Vermont State College's Board of Trustees also waives the requirement that the Finance and Facilities Committee review the proposal prior to board review. And resolved, the Vermont State College's Board of Trustees also waives the requirement for prior review and approval of this proposal by the Chancellor. Resolved that the Winooski Academic Center of the Community College of Vermont at 1 Abnaki Way, Winooski, Vermont, shall be permanently named the Tim Donovan Academic Center. Actually put the sign up, but we have to work around Tim's schedule. Thank you.
First of all, I'm reminded of one of my favorite movies, Tim Burton's movie, The Big Fish. Anybody seen it? And near the end of the movie, Ewan McGregor is carrying his father down to the river, through the woods, and the path is lined with all of the people who were characters in his father's stories throughout his life. And I look around the room and I see that. People I've known, Jerry and Jeb, for 38 years. What Jeb didn't tell you is his dog cider tried to eat my dog meat. Jeb had a wonderful career changing the music scene in Vermont with the creation of WNCS Radio in Montpelier. And I remember backpacking the transmitter up East Hill and build record racks. I have had a career in this state and in this system of colleges that is more than one can expect in life. I'm going to use words that some others have used, to spend my life involved in doing God's work in a state as special as Vermont, with people who are not only great colleagues but great friends. I don't know what more one could ask for when we come into this room. I've had the support of my life's love and partner, Mary Tharp. We came to Vermont together from Iowa. We have two wonderful children, and Mary has had my back for all of this time, and been supportive of my work and cut me some slack because of the demands of the work. And so, Mary, thank you so much. I'll leave it at this. The work you all are involved in, because I look around the room and you're all engaged in this great endeavor. And it's an endeavor that's at some risk. It's at some risk in our society. It's at some risk in our priorities. Please don't lose sight of why these colleges exist. They don't exist for the purposes of the legislature. They don't exist as employment agencies. Even though we come to this from some of those perspectives, they exist to educate Vermonters and to see that this state has the benefits of an educated citizenry and an educated workforce. And it's usually not those of us who are in our 60s who really know what that means and how that's important to someone in their 20s. So please, stay focused on what's important. And continue the hard work that you all do. And I hope for my colleagues who are in the system or working or earlier in their careers that you have an opportunity to have as rich a career in education in Vermont as I have been afforded. I thank every one of you in the room. And this is an honor beyond.